Welcome to Btekt, this is David. This video is sponsored by Direct Mobiles. Check them out at directmobiles.co.uk. So with just a couple of weeks to go until we see one of the most hotly anticipated handsets of the year, rumoured to be called the Galaxy S20 series, the internet really has gone crazy with the leaks and rumours for this handset. I've had a couple videos out about them already myself, so please go and check them out in the links below. But for this video, I've gathered together all of the very latest leaks and rumours about these devices, specifically the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Samsung are clearly making a statement with this device. That camera bump definitely means business, and this is by far the largest and most sophisticated camera system that we've ever seen on the back of a Galaxy device, and quite possibly any device. The Galaxy S20 Ultra, which is rumoured to be the most powerful of the range, is said to have Samsung's 108 megapixel sensor for the first time on a Samsung device. New rumours from top Samsung leaker Ice Universe on Twitter suggest that the telephoto lens, which will be in the S20 and the S20 Plus, will be a 64 megapixel unit, and it will not combine 4 pixels down into one to give us a 16 megapixel shot. Instead, it will be used for pixel cropping zoom and for 8K video. For the S20 Ultra, even though we've seen it mark space zoom with 100 times magnification, it will be a 48 megapixel unit, presumably using the same pixel cropping technique to help with zooming. But will it use some of those 108 megapixels from the main sensor as well? From the sounds of it, it seems like Samsung are aiming to give us a smartphone camera with an extremely long range that can possibly give us clean pictures at its maximum zoom. Typically, digital zooms suck, although having said that, Samsung always do a good job and don't overstretch the zoom, so you can typically use a Samsung flagship device at least at its maximum range and get a relatively good shot. With the 100 times zoom sticker slapped onto the front, then I think it's safe to say that we will be able to use this confidently at its maximum zoom. This is something that the Huawei P30 Pro with its massive 50 times zoom range couldn't really pull off. I mean, you never really got a good shot at 50 times, but the rumours are that the upcoming P40 Pro will also have a 100 times zoom. So I hope that Huawei have addressed that issue, because it seems like Samsung will. The ultra wide angle camera in the S20 Ultra will be a 12 megapixel unit. We should also see for the first time on a Galaxy smartphone a time of flight sensor. Now this sensor is able to map the phone's surroundings to give it a better depth perception, as well as great portrait shots, as we've seen on last year's P30 Pro. But speaking of the camera's depth perception, in that tweet from Ice Universe that I mentioned earlier, somebody posted in the comments that they've seen the phone, and there's a mode that lets all the lenses work together to track subjects. It seems like Samsung will be pushing the capabilities of that time of flight sensor a little bit as well, and hopefully use it for more than just portrait shots. Around the front and in that tiny pinhole camera, they've managed to squeeze a 40 megapixel sensor for the S20 Ultra and 10 megapixel units for the other two models. However, all of the devices will be able to shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second with their front camera. Elsewhere on the phone, we get 5000 mAh battery for the S20 Ultra, IP68 water and dust resistance across the range. All the phones will also get 1TB of storage through microSD expansion, with storage options ranging from 128 gigs to 512 gigs for the Ultra model. Of course, all of this is still leaks and rumours. A lot of the specs have come from the spec sheet that we saw recently from My Smart Price. However, we should still take it with a pinch of salt, because I seem to remember last year with the S10 launch, there was a very similar spec sheet that was leaked. And although most of it was spot on, there was a few discrepancies. Anyway, with just a couple of weeks to go, we're really excited about this device. I'm sure you are too. Make sure you follow Btekt, because we'll be at the launch and we'll have full reviews of all of these devices as soon as we get our hands on them. And when you're ready to get your hands on them, make sure you check out the Direct Mobiles website, where you can compare all of the available deals with all of the available networks, all there on the one website. Plus, they have over 24 years of award-winning customer service, so you can buy in confidence. Check in the video description below for a link, or search directmobiles.co.uk. And if you're looking for the very best tech and accessories, then the best place to look is the Btekt Amazon shop, where you'll find all the best tech, which is all recommended by us. It's definitely worth checking out. And that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, then leave me a like, leave me a comment, and make sure you subscribe for more Btekt. Follow me on social media. My name's David, this is Btekt.